folks, we are live. Sorry for the delay in getting things going there, but we got everything connected, and hopefully you guys are actually able to see us today. We are on Wi-Fi here at the Forum. Unfortunately, early goal here for Zumwalt South to go up 1-0 on our Tigers. First offensive opportunity here, shot on goal. Sticked aside by the goaltender. 70 down into the corner. Throws it around the net. Cleared out to the point. Here comes Zumwalt South, 2-on-1. Gets around the defender. Throws a backhanded shot up high and wide to the left. Tigers now with possession. They throw it forward. Here they come on a break. Zumwalt takes over control back behind their own net. Throws it along the boards. Goodman, first one there. Throws it back towards the goal. Knocked out by Zumwalt. Zone cleared. Oakville have a chance to reset. Dumped in deep. No one in on the forecheck as we're doing a line change for the offensive side. Nice work there. Oliver with the steal at the blue line. Feeds the pass across to Eiley, but just out of reach. Eiley, first one there, slaps at it. Zumwalt able to clear. Goodman, first one of that one, slaps at that, but also gets it up a little bit too high, and it ends up over the boards into the bench. Puck down deep behind the Oakville net. Ooh, hard hit into the corner. Might have knocked the wind out of him a little bit there, and we actually have a whistle. Roughing, possibly? I don't know, that might have been Oakville. Puck fed back to the point. 80 with it, dumps it down into the corner. Puck back out to the point. We've got number 74 with a long range shot. Trickles just wide. Puck loose out in front. Eiley with an opportunity. Feeds it back. All the way out to the point now. Eschbacher back behind the net, trying to win it. Eiley along the boards. Held up by another Zumwalt South player. Dumped forward under the stick of Oliver. Oliver now battles forward around the face-off dot. Fed up to the point, slap shot from number 80. Tipped aside by the goaltender Eschbacher in the corner. Feeds it back to 80 again. Puck dumped in deep by Oakville. Look out here, look at the speed on this guy. Cuts in middle, fires a shot up high. And over Henry's shoulder. It's going to take our score now to 2-0 in favor of Zumwalt South. Seven marches in, gets a shot. I think that might have hit the post and wide. Nice stick work there. Puck dumped deep. It's going to go the length of the ice for an icing. So that one's going to come all the way back down to the Zumwalt South defensive end. Very neutral face-off. Eventually lands on the stick of Zumwalt South. They clear. Picked up by Carter Burns. Throws it on ice. Threw it on goal. Got deflected by 64. Unable to quite get past the goaltender. I like the fact that we're getting some offensive opportunities, some shots on goal. Hopefully we can get a couple of these to go past the goaltender and get ourselves on the boards. Long range slapper from the point, deflected up high and over the top. Back behind the net, fed back out to Conboy here at the blue line. Long range shot, goal! I do not have a player card for Conboy, unfortunately, but what a heck of a shot from the point. Making the score now 2-1. Watch out for Oakville, here we come. Ten in across the line, puck knocked loose. Zumwalt takes over possession. Held at the blue line. Very smart awareness to not move that right back into the offensive zone, resulting in an offsides. Instead, he holds on. Now he's carrying the puck on his own. Feeds across into the middle. Nobody there but Zumwalt players. So they take it over. Now here we come with a breakaway. No, knocked away at the last minute by an Oakville player. Nice work there, number 96. Here comes Goodman, around two, now down into the corner. Slapped to the boards. Number 10 attempts a pass, hits a stick and goes high. Eventually picked up by South. South feeds back behind their own goal, up to the blue line, and across and out, fed up to the offense. Oh, and then South player got a little bit too quick into the offensive zone, and we end up having ourselves an offsides here with 6:25 to play in the first period. Puck dumped in deep here by South. It's going to be enough for an icing. Going to bring her all the way back down. Face-off one, I believe. We'll give that one to Oakville. Held in the zone by 80. Dumped in deep. 95 gives a chase behind the net. Thrown all the way around the boards. Puck loose. I believe that's going to be 75 with it. Fed across to Sarver. Sarver gets a stick on it, but it trickles wide. Puck back around to the blue line. 80 throws it off of a defender's skate. 75 now. Dances around in the own defensive end. Gets back to the blue line. Feeds it forward. Nobody there to receive. So picked up by South. Look out here. Oh, no. 76 made his way in. We end up with an offsides. Conboy throws it off the boards, kicked back in by Zumwalt to kick. Offsides. Puck back to Carter. Carter throws it forward. Here they come back into the zone. Nice work by Conboy to knock that one loose. Carter follows him into the corner. One by Carter, feeds it around the boards to Eschberger. Held at the point here. Eiley comes through with a nice check. Because she got spun around a little bit, almost had an opportunity for a beautiful pass. Unfortunately, didn't quite have the balance In comes Convoy on the offensive rush. Dumps it down to Eiley in the corner. Eiley cuts back, continues with it, back behind the net. Taken down. She continues to battle. Carter wins it along the boards, feeds it up to Oliver. Oliver into Eschbacher. Eschbacher gets knocked off the puck there at the last second. Carter Byrne keeps it in. Eschbacher now with it with a great pass to Oliver. Oliver rips one high and wide to the left. Now an offensive response here from South. Puck loose out in front of the net, hit off a defender, I believe, there, but everybody stayed on that one, able to get it cleared away from the mouth of the goal. Byrne and Oliver now fight for it in the corner. Cut back. Byrne picks it up, feeds it up along the boards to Eschbacher. Eschbacher can't quite get a stick on it. Feeds it back to Oliver. Oliver now dances back behind his own net. Makes his way out, and we end up with a penalty here. Not sure who this is going to go against. It's going to be a penalty against Zumwalt South. Shot on goal, up high! How about that for a quick one off of the face-off and a power play goal? Just trying to get an idea who we got here. I believe that was Jackson. So we now end up with a 2-2 game. Definitely the momentum shifted in the direction of the Tigers here right now, which I like to see. Good hit there into the corner. Oakville trying to knock it loose. South feeds it all the way out to the point. They can't keep possession of it, however. Look out, here comes Oakville. 2v2. Got Wheels, cuts back, feeds to the middle, bouncing puck. Can't quite hold it. 54 does a good job of eventually wrangling it, but then lost it in his feet. South into the corner. Knocked out, I believe, there by Goodman. Nice strong battle there in the corner by Goodman. Leaks it out. Fed up along the boards to 64. 64 feeds it up now to number 7. 7 across the line. Looking for a shooting opportunity. Feeds the pass instead. Goodman. Ooh, couldn't quite get around it enough to get a shot on goal, but dumps it back around the back of the net all the way to the far corner. Nice physical play there by Oakville. Looking for the pass. Gets it. Another leaves it. Oh, shot on goal deflected wide. 7 from his knees. Makes its way all the way out. Goodman, first one there to dump it into the corner. 64 and 7 now, both battle for this one. 7 emerges, tries to feed a pass out to the point, but it hits a skate. Second attempt gets it all the way out. Long range shot on goal, deflects wide. 7 in the corner, back to 54. 54 tries to fire a shot, but hits a skate. And now Zumwalt will clear it the length of the ice for an icing. .58 to play here in the first period. Puck bounces loose, just out of the reach of the defensive effort there. Oh, last minute stick to the backhand up and over Henry's leg. As we near the end of the period. Zumwalt South back behind their own net. Feeds it up along the boards, held in the zone by the Tigers. Oh, nice stick work there up to number 10. 10 feeds it forward. Oh, it leaks back. Tries to feed a hard pass across, intercepted by South, and here they come with some speed. Oh, nice little dangle there. Oh, no. They kept the puck on the ice and were able to sneak it underneath Henry's sliding leg pad. Henry showing a little bit of frustration, understandable. So now with 1:14 to play here in the first period, Tigers find themselves down 4-2. Shots only 5-3. So not a whole lot of offensive effort or offensive opportunities for either team, but they're obviously making the most of them. Long range pass here up to 70, which I believe is Sarver. Bounces off of his stick. They clear the zone, dumped in now. Down into the corner, back around the net. South picks up possession, marching forward across the blue line. Pass to the middle, another little dangle. South showing some nifty mitts here towards the end of the first period. Oh, Convoy came streaking in, unfortunately blew a tire. Fed around the boards. It's going to be 76 with a nice little cutback. Nice move to use the boards to keep possession. Still battling for it, throws it towards the net, but wide left. Puck's going to make its way all the way to the blue line. Dumped out. Here comes South with 20 seconds to play. And we have ourselves an offsides. And that's going to do it for our first period, 4-2 in favor of Fort Zumwalt South as we go into the second period. All right, we are back for some second period action. We are underway. I'm going to give that face off to Zumwalt South. Eschbacher gives battle quickly, though, now down into the corner. Ooh, okay, I think Fort Zumwalt South tripped themselves up a little bit and then ended up with one person across the line a little bit too quick. So offsides will be the call. Face-off win there for Oakville. Look out, here comes Oliver. Dances around a defender. He's got legs with him. Fires one on. Rebound is loose. Oakville couldn't quite get a stick on the opportunity there for the rebound. Goodman now gets a stick on it, dumps it down in. Eiley battles. Zumwalt eventually gets a stick on it, slaps it forward. It's not going to be enough for an icing. Flipped up forward to Eschbacher. And it looks like the puck came out and right back in, resulting in, you guessed it, offsides. body battle here right in front of us. Off of Eiley's skate to Goodman. Goodman looks like he got hung up a little bit there and actually ended up with an offsides because the other skaters didn't realize he got hung up. Puck dumped in deep by Oakville, way back up behind the net. Good battle there in the corner. Physicality knocks it loose. Trickles out to the front. They get a shot on goal. I think it might have hit the goaltender and popped up and over the crossbar. Dumped in deep. Here comes the Oakville defense to give chase. They've got definite pressure on the forecheck. Able to get it cleared out of the zone. Zumwalt now back in their own zone. Feed it forward. Off to the races.